Putting on the rest of the kill mat, this time on the roof. I'm gonna put one right here, and then just two more right there. And I happen to have just enough, just the right amount left. I got 3 more panels left. Hey guys, it's been a while. I've been doing so much stuff lately in regards to working full-time, working on the van, trying to get in shape. So I've had a lot on my plate lately, but I wanted to give you an update because it's been so long since I made one of these videos. And although I hadn't worked on the van in months and months, and it's been a while, I started working on it recently, just this month. And I got a lot done. I think I made up for the last 3 months that I haven't done anything. So anyway, let me give you a little tour and show you what I've been doing. Ta-da! I got a Max fan. Now I didn't install this. I was very, very cautious about doing anything myself that involves cutting into the van, so I just went ahead and took it to Camping World and I let them do it. It wasn't the greatest experience. I think the customer service sucks there, but they got the job done, and it's also, you know, under warranty. If it leaks or anything, it's on them. I take it back. But they did a really crappy job of cleaning up. You know, after they cut the hole in the van, there was just stuff all over the place in here, and they didn't even bother covering the seats or anything. So, and then when I asked them, you know, and approached them, this is just a short version of the story. When I approached them about it and questioned them about it, they're acting like, what do you want us to do? I was like, it's kind of obvious, you know, you made a mess and you cut a hole in the roof and you didn't even bother covering the seats or anything. There's pieces of plastic and metal shards and just everything, you know, it was just a mess, dust everywhere. So I really can't recommend them, and I hope they watch this and hear. Their customer service sucks. They were rude. They didn't even ever apologize or anything like that. So anyway, moving on. It's installed. It's working. I asked for an extra long cord, 12-volt cord. So it's running down the wall, and it's running in here. And then it runs to the jackery here. So it's only pulling 6 watts right now. It's pretty awesome. It can be both a ceiling fan and also takes air out. So you reverse it right there. There's a little buttons right there, and you can see it says in out. So if you want to take an air out, you want to take an air in, and then that's also the different speeds there. It is only a 4-speed. It's not the max air fan. Let me show you on top real quick here. Climb up on the door here. Alright. So you can see it on top here. It doesn't have the rain cover, but you know, I'm not going to open it when it's raining anyway. You can leave it shut. You can use it as a ceiling fan when it's raining. And then just open the side windows if you have wind guards on there, wind deflectors, rain deflectors. Then you can get fresh air like that. Also, I have a fan inside too. A little USB fan. So anyway, that's cool. Another thing I did was I put insulation on the ceiling, and it's the thin one. I used Gorilla Glue at first, but it didn't stick completely because of the heat. It didn't have time to cure because the roof gets so hot. Now right now I'm parked under an awning here, so that's cool. I'm gonna let it cure, more. So I sprayed more Gorilla Glue, and I also put this stuff on it. It's Loctite. Stuff works awesome. So it's holding it in place while the Gorilla Glue dries. Well, that's a tongue twister there. Gorilla Glue dries, and it's also, of course, the Loctite's going to hold it on. It's going to do the majority of the work. I cut little tiny pieces in the corner, you can see. Check out that paneling. My dad helped me do this. Give kudos to him. He did a great job here. I did the intricate cutting on the sides there, so it could fit perfectly in the walls there. I used a keyhole saw, a brand new one that's more like a hacksaw, but without the other end of the metal holding it, so that it's you're free to saw. I covered the van in this, the bed, the whiteboard was showing right here. I covered it in this carpet stuff that I found at Home Depot. Stuff works great. Very similar to the automotive carpeting that comes in cars. You can see in there. This fan's a little noisy, so you might hear it. So the bed's gonna cover all the imperfections, you know, of course. The bed's gonna go there, it's gonna fit all nice and snug. I like this, how, you know, you ended up with this little nook right here for your feet and for the mattress. Some more paneling. It's a shot of the paneling there. Check out this. Put it on the sliding door too. This was the most challenging part when it came to putting the paneling on, is the door here. Now this bottom one, there was already a plastic cover that went here, so all we had to do was just trace it. Let me sit down here, okay, so you can see it better. So all we had to do was just trace it, cut it out and put it there. We use self-tapping screws, and I like them, they look really nice. Now the top part was the challenging part. I had to keep cutting it. See around that little door part right there too. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. Yeah, it just looks nice. It looks better than seeing plain metal, and also, you know, it hides the insulation. The roof's gonna be the last thing. The ceiling is gonna be the last thing we're gonna do. We're gonna use ship plank, shiplap boards. I was thinking of using like 1 or 2 pieces of I'm trying to think of it. It's just this real thin board. It's the same kind of board that we use for the top of the bed. It's not veneer, but it's like veneer. It's really thin. I was thinking of staining it and using it on the top instead of shiplap, because shiplap's really expensive. It's about $10 to $12 a board. They're about 8 feet long, which almost kind of works out perfect because the roof is just a little longer than 8 feet. The ceiling from the back of the seats to the back of the van, it's a little over 8 feet. So it'll stop like right here, you know, but you know, we're gonna cover it with a board anyway to kind of hide the imperfections where it meets the van. So I don't know, I'm still deciding on that, whether to use shiplap or just 1 big piece of board or 2 big pieces. I'm trying to think what else I did. Oh, we also had to, let me open the door here again. Okay, so before we began on that wall right there, we had to remove the sink again. And it came out maybe about 1 inch, because we reinforced the wall and we put some boards in back of the wall, so we had to take the sink out and move it. That was kind of a hassle, because when we originally put the sink in, the top wasn't on here, so we could reach in here and screw the sink cabinet to the wall. So now this is on. I mean, this isn't going to come off unless we purposely take it off. I don't know if you can see back there, but there's some wood back there. This is plumb right here. It's very straight. I'll go into the back real quick. Okay. So you can see the wall is straight. I mean, you can take a level and it's plumb, but it doesn't look like it to the naked eye because the van has, you know, curves in. It curves in on both sides like this, but that's plumb. Now this one isn't. It's almost plumb, but it doesn't matter that it doesn't match the other board because there's going to be a divider between the sink and the bed right here, and it's going to go to the ceiling, to the floor. So that's going to take care of that part. Check out these plastic covers right here. They were black. I took them off, spray painted them white. It's really good spray paint. I'll show you what I used. This kind. Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch. It's got paint and primer already in there. You can put it on pretty much anything. And it just did a great job of covering it. I did about 3 coats of it. Let it dry for like an hour in between coats. And it was drying in the sun. It dried really quick. But I love the way it just came out. It matches the interior of the van now. Here's the other one. I covered this with tape and then sprayed. I like the way the contrast between the black and the white here. Kept the screws black also. So yeah, been busy. But yeah, I'm happy with how it's coming out. Here's the carpet in the back here. Get a shot of the floor down there too. I'd say the van's about 80% done, pretty much. I'm gonna put a cabinet on this side, right there, up there, and then a closet right there. I'll show you. Let me go around here. So yeah, closet right here. It's gonna cover up this part. It's gonna come out to about, let me see, come out to about right here maybe. So I'm not losing space to like be able to sit here and go in and out through here, but it's going to house the jackery, and it's gonna have clothes of course, and a couple of drawers on the bottom. So it's gonna be very useful. I'm thinking of putting like a little spice rack up there. Oh, and of course there's going to be a splash guard behind the sink right there. And then I'm going to fill it in with another piece of white board. It's going to match up to that board there. And then you're going to get the divider from top to bottom there. Yeah, that's what I've been up to. Put the drawers back in. I got to think of a better system of latching the drawers and the door right here. Because these little magnets here, they weren't doing the trick. It was still coming open. Same with this. I took the tanks out too. That'll be the last thing we put in. Tanks for the sink. It's ready to go. Had to re-screw the foot pump to the floor there. There's one of those catches right here, and then there's the magnet. This doesn't work. It works when you're not moving, you know, and for the most part it does stay there, but first bump you take, first sharp turn you take, it just comes open. So we'll think of something. But that's it, yeah. Got the fan running right now. And I just got this fan running. It's not going to be in the van, that's just from my house. Yeah. Yep. That's it.